Hi, welcome to my channel. In this topic or video I will show you how to close account payable period as actual. Actual means I will log in my Oracle in my organization. I will select a specific business units. We can start together to close actual periods as a live in Oracle Cloud. Before start the practice, you have to know be aware about the considerations of closing a cloud payables period. Consideration means what is the steps or what is the processes you have to be followed before going to close payable period in Oracle Fusion. So let's start by considerations. Consider performing the following closing activities. Complete and approve all transactions and payment files. These considerations may be in your organizations. You don't need to follow all of these considerations. Means what? In my organizations, I implemented the approval of AP invoices, but maybe in your organization don't implement or don't activate the process of approval. So in this process I don't need to make approve because it will be manually approved or approved automatically, or the approval will be not required. But if you implement or set up the approval cycle, you have to complete the approval and payment files. You have to reconcile payment. Also this step, maybe in my organization I don't consider the clearing account or I don't consider the reconciliation process. Once the payment is registered by the users, it will affect automatically the cash account or the bank account. But in other organizations, they consider the cash clearing. Once the payment is registered, it will be affected the cash clearing until the user make either auto reconciliation or manual reconciliation with the bank statement imported or the manual bank statement. Transfer or approved invoices and payment. This is a normal process to create accounting, transfer all of these transactions to general GL. Submit unaccounted transactions. Also sweep process. Sweep process means what? Now during closing the period, I face some transaction which is still unaccounted, but it prevents me to close the period. So in this case you have one option of two. First, you can complete the invoices or payment or whatever the transactions and create the accounting and transfer them to the GL, or sweep process. Sweep process, you just push these transactions or transfer these transactions to the next period. It will transfer to the next period with the new GL date for the next period. So after that you can make a close for the current period. What is the next? Close the current payable period after you check that there is no pending, there is no stuck or never validated invoices, unprocessed payment, untransferred any transactions, in process or initiated approval for the AP invoices. All of these, any hold also, which is system hold, manual hold, whatever hold type is there, you have to release and resolve all of these issues. Reconcile payable activity for the period. You can make reconciliations either by prepare payable to GL reconciliation. This is normal process, but it's a new infusion. Open the next period, run interface process and run reports. There are a list of reports. I will share it with you later. Run the import payable invoices process to process all interface records. If there are any integrations or you using a spreadsheet or all of these to upload the invoices, or importing if you enable recognition invoice imaging, so you have to run it to import all of the payable invoices process to clear the interface record, and review whatever is there any corrections for the spreadsheet, resubmit again, correct, upload again, whatever the actions you can follow, whatever is applicable or whatever is okay with you. If invoice approval, as I said before, approve or unapproved depending on how your invoice options are set. Validation or accounting may be required before you can approve the invoices. This is in the setup of the payable invoice options. There is one checkbox: are you going to make validate or accounting before validate before the approval or validate after approval of the invoice. To complete and approve all transactions and the payment files, you have to resolve holds, you have to validate, you have to submit payment process request, PPR, this is option. You have to complete all payments, you have to submit invoice payment registers. There are two standard reports: payable invoice register, payable payment registers. You can submit these both. You can run update matured bills payables if you using the feature of future bills payable. For example, I can receive or pay check now, but the maturity date will be after 2 months or 3 months, or the maturity date in my current period which I am going to close it. So in this case, you have to update maturity bills payables, so the payment will be status will be changed from issued to negotiable. Negotiable means it will be showing with you in cash management for reconciliation process. Then run apply missing conversion rate. It's also options. Maybe in my organization I don't register any transaction related to any foreign currency, so in this case I don't need to apply missing conversion rate process. But for the others, if the conversion rate is missing or like this, so you have to apply missing conversion rate. Reconcile payment to bank statement. As I told you, if you enable the reconcile payment, you have to reconcile it before closing the period. So again, you don't need to follow all of these steps. Whatever you implemented, you have to follow. What next? Transfer to account and transfer any unaccount transaction to GL. You have to create accounting with transfer to GL option set to yes. Some cases you can transfer or put the option to no, or whatever you need to make any adjustment, but this adjustment will make an differences between GL and subledger, whatever payable or receivable or assets or blah blah blah. Then run post journal entries to general ledger process to transfer to GL transaction accounted in final mode. Review output generated by create accounting and the post general ledger to general ledger process. You can check the output to check if there any exceptions, blah blah blah. Unaccounted transaction. This is payable unaccount transaction sweep process to transfer an accounting from one accounting period, which is the current, to another. If your accounting practices permit it, use this process to change, as I told you, accounting date as a GL date of transaction to the next open period in payable. Submit the unaccounted transaction and sweep. For example, you have invoices for which you cannot resolve hold before the close. Your accounting practice allow you to change invoice distribution accounting date, so you can submit this process. But this doesn't roll forward accounted transactions or accounted transaction with error. To create successful accounting entries for accounting transactions with error, correct any accounting errors and resubmit what create accounting process. The process to transfer an accounting transaction to period you specify by updating the accounting date to the first day of the new period or the new next period. You can then close the current accounting period in payable. Close the current payable period and review the payable period close exception report to check during the closing. Khalas, now I finished all of these activities, all of these processes. I create accounting, I complete, I release the hold, everything. I can go to try. Why I named it a try? Because maybe I face again issues. So this is a try. I just click to close the period, select a specific business unit or ledger, and try to close the period. If there are any exceptions, you have to check the output, resolve the exceptions, or there is no any exceptions, خلاص you can close and open the next period. The reconciliation payable activity, reconcile payable activity using specific reports: payable trial balance report, payable posted invoice, payment register, invoice register, payable to ledger reconciliation, payable open item re-evaluation report. All of these period for reconciliation. Open the next period, run interface. Open the next period, you can run payable interface process, including create mass addition, transfer cost to cost management, to transfer information to other product. For example, for mass addition, you will transfer the information to other product like fixed assets modules. If, for example, cost management, to transfer the cost to cost management. If you have any other legacy systems and there are integration between payable and this legacy system or third party, again you can transfer the interface processes. Also, as I told you before, for the invoices through spreadsheets, maybe some data is not imported, or when you try to import it you face some issues. You have to resolve these issues and again re-import, or keep it and again you can recreate it again in the next period. So let me, what else here? This is some indicator reports, for example, tax reconciliation, tax audit, tax liability, financial tax register, payable tax, with all of these for transaction tax, withholding tax reports. You can use it for reconciliation. Now let me log in Oracle. Now I am logging in Oracle to start the process of closing period. For the invoices and the payment, before I start the closing the period, I just need to tell you what I implemented. I implemented approval cycle for EB invoices. I enabled the reconciliation process. I can use future payable, but until now we didn't use it. This is, as I told you, maturity date of the check. Still not, we didn't enter any future date payment check. We using spreadsheet invoices to upload the invoices. For the assets, we didn't use mass addition because we have another integration, which these integrations will transfer the assets from this legacy system to fixed assets module in Fusion Direct. Just in payable, the user go to make a payable invoice and they make the payment. Reconciliation, as I told you, using reconciliation through cash management, he can import the cash management automatically and or manual and go to make a reconcile between bank statement lines and system transactions. What else? Foreign currency, we're using foreign currency, but it's a little bit. So maybe in this period we don't have any foreign currency, we blah blah blah. Payment process request also we use it, but a little bit. For me, we enabled all of the features, but maybe in 1 month we didn't use any of them. For example, maturity bills payables, for example, PPR as a payment process request, maybe also any transaction in foreign, all of these things. Now, just I log in Oracle. Before I starting also, I need to mention that I have access to a lot of business unit with a lot of ledgers. So I can choose specific business unit. We can close 1 or 2 period to check the processes. First of all, I go to payable invoices. Before of invoices, you can just go to payable dashboard and check as payable dashboard. What is pending approval? What is rejected? What is invoice holds? What is installment in hold? Invoice on hold. There are exceptions that for specific operating or business unit, you have to resolve all of these holds. Whatever is rejected, this is invoices is rejected. Whatever is pending approval from other, if you send any invoices to and waiting the approval, or requiring my approval that you received a notification to action as a payable invoice to either approve or reject or request for more information. This is a dashboard, but this dashboard is showing for me because I have access to a lot of business unit. If you check here, AM business unit, ED, EC, blah blah blah. So it will show you all of the pending or payables informations for all business units which you have already access to them. For example, also installment on hold and all of this. First of all, I come back again to the payable. This is the invoices. I'm going now to select my business unit as a FA business unit. I can select advanced. I will start to close December 2023. So I just click advanced, select date between December 2023, from to last day 31 December. I just search yes. There are a lot of invoices. From here also you can check whatever is validated, whatever is manually approved, whatever is hold, needs revalidation, never validated, rejected, blah blah blah, initiated, withdraw. You have to check all of these from here or from the pending or payable dashboards. Also you have option here to make export to Excel. You have option to search. Search means just query by example. Click here. I am going to search by never validated. I can search here by initiated. I am going to search here for a specific amount, for applied prepayment, for standard or prepayment or whatever. All of these options you have by querying by example. As you see here, all of them validated, manually approved. There is no any issues here. All of the invoices also as currency is a functional currency, because as I told you, I don't have any foreign currency in this period. So I think everything here is okay. If you go to the same approach in payment, just go to navigate to the payment and search by the same way, manage payment, and put advanced. I'm going to select the business unit and payment date. This is the business unit, whatever the business unit here, and you can select payment date between the same period which you are going to close it is December. Again search, you have to check if there any payment. There is no any payment in this period, but in the next period for January we will also close it. We will find a lot of payment. Now what I will do, I will go to, I can duplicate here. As I told you, there is no hold, there is no uncompleted data, there are no unreconciled payment, future payable, we don't use it because there is no any payment in this period. So I can go to tools, from tools, or you can go to from invoices, click here. You can start by create accounting. You can, during create accounting, you can choose either transfer to general ledger or not, or posted with no posted, and all of this. Before that also you can go to tools. As I told you before, you can schedule a new process. You can, let me bring here, you can complete and approve, you can reconcile, you can transfer, all of these things. You can submit, you can close, you can reconcile, all of these steps. To complete, you have to check the invoices, if there any hold or not. validate the invoices which is still never validated or needs revalidations, or is there any hold to restrict the user to make validations. Submit payable PPR request to check if there any pending for PPR. Complete payment files. You can submit invoices, register payment register. You can update maturity bills and apply missing. For maturity bill, you can here update matured bills payable status. If you apply or do you have any sample future date payment, you have to select the update maturity bills payables here and select your ledger. For example, if I select FA but I don't have any foreign transaction or payment in this period, so you have select due December 31. You can optionally put bank account, payee, supplier side and submit it to check it. You can refresh and check if there any error, succeeded, rejected, blah blah blah. This is what, as I told you, to tell the payment or change the status of the payments from matured or issued to negotiable, so the users can make reconciliation. You can click here, go to down, you can select the output to check either from here or from here publish. If you select here, this is my business unit, there is no any update maturity bills payables. The other one, as I told you, that missing conversion rate. Apply the missing. I can put missing. Apply missing conversion rate for the any missing here. Before that, here apply missing conversion rate to foreign currency. Just select the business unit and select submit. It will also take specific second or to give you if there any output or not. Yes, there is one output. Just click here to check the output. I think there is no any updated row count updated one. We don't have any payment because we don't have any payment in this period, as I showed you before. Again, you can either create accounting from here or just go to payable and make a create the invoices, go to tasks, create accounting for which module, assets, payable, receivable. I will select payables. What is the ledger? I select my ledger FA. This is FA. Again, if you don't find your ledger here, you have to assign what data access set through setup and maintenance. Go to manage data access set for users. Select your users, select your role as a general ledger accountant or accounting manager, and put the type data access set and put your ledgers here. Process category, are you going to create accounting for invoices or payment? There is no asterisk here, so it's optional. I keep it null to run for both payment and invoices. Here I will just select to December 31. What is accounting mode? Draft, it will not transfer or like a draft. Draft means draft. Final, it's final, خلاص. Everything will be finalized once you put it final. I will put it final. Process event, error only, invalid. I selected all. Report style. Do you need summary or detail? I can select detail. Here, whatever the option related to GL. Are you going to transfer through this process or no? Yes or no? Also post, yes or no? I can transfer only with post, no. I can select no, so this will be dimmed. If I select no, this is by default, automatically will be no. If I select yes, here I can select yes or no. This is also depends whatever you need. Are you going to name or give a name for this batch? Yes, I will make December 23 payables. In my organization, I make another automatic create accounting as a schedule from here, from advanced. What I did, I select schedule. Using schedule, I make it daily, every what, or between daily, sorry, I make it hourly. So how many hour between runs, I select 30 minutes, 1 hour. You can start and submit it. So this don't need every time you have to create accounting to affect this transaction in trial balance, in specific report, in GL or the subledgers. So this is another option to schedule the create accounting. Whatever process you need to schedule, you can schedule it. So whatever the users make the transactions now, night, morning, after 30 minutes, after whatever you put it here, it will affect it directly in GL by the same parameters. Either whatever you put it here, it will affect it for this schedule. So I just select whatever parameter I need. I can make submit. Submitted is done. Just go to processes and check the output. It will take seconds. Just all of this posted, create, some process. There are sub process involved in this process to transfer to GL, to create accounting, to check is there any holds, is there any problems, and there is execution report. Execution report what? To check is there any like exceptions, blah blah blah. Process history mapping data, I think this is not related to us. If I go to down, you will find create account succeeded, sub process succeeded, journal entries succeeded, and succeeded. And also before that, you have to check that the same period which you are going to close is open in GL, because without that you cannot transfer or you cannot run this process. The same period open in subledger must be also open in general ledger. If I click here to check the execution as the output, just open, there is finals detail here in the report type. This means what? Because I told you before that I make a schedule for the create accounting, that means there is no any transaction here created and accounted. It means that the scheduled process is working fine. Or maybe I make a transaction between this hourly process runs of my schedule process, so it will showing here also there is no execution report, so there is nothing here to considered as an issue or blah blah blah. Also here, if I go to post general ledger entries, check here is there any PDF or what. There is no PDF. Go to down. What is the create accounting? Is there any output? There is no output. So all of them succeeded. If is there any error or warning, just click more and check either the log file or the text file, search by the issue. Now once I transfer, now what I did, I check is there any never validated, is there any exceptions, is there any hold, is there any payment still not reconciled. I make maturity bills payable, I create missing conversion rate, I don't have any payment, so I don't have any PPR as a payment process request, I don't have any foreign transactions, all of my invoices is approved, which is manual approved or approved by the supervisor. I run create accounting, there is all of this with transfer to GL and posting. So now you can try to close the period, or before of that you can submit a new request to check as I told you, payable invoice register. Here you can select payable invoice registers or the same payable payment register to check whatever the payable invoices registers for the same business unit in the same period. Again, what is a business unit? FA, supplier name, time, all of these optional. From date to date, I can select from December 1 to December 31 December. Accounting period is December 2023. Just cancel invoice only, or yes or no, unvalidated yes or no, just submitted. Okay, make a refresh until the status being succeeded. Now it's succeeded. Just click here and check the output. Just click here. From to, there is no cancelled payable invoice registers. From to cancelled, unvalidated no. So let me go to payable, select yes, schedule a new process. Okay, business unit FA. I can select also entered by which users. From entered to entered. Okay, I will select my users because maybe I entered in, I will put it here. Ignore enter date because maybe invoices in December but you entered in January, in February, blah blah blah. So don't make entered date, just accounting period. Submit. Accounting period means GL period. Again, make a refresh because entered is not like invoice date. Entered means which date you entered. Today is 30 March, so I can enter the invoices in 30 March but the dates in December and so on. Just open here, the output is came, how many invoices, the accounting date, suppliers, blah blah blah. This is the invoices, the same invoices I showed you before in December there, that whatever that just from entered to entered, this not the invoice date. Only you can select accounting period date. The same process you can select payable payment register. But these payment registers, as I told you and show you before, that there is no any payment in December for my organizations. You can select the same and check it. Again, what is the business process? What is the business process? This is only for payment. Again, if a from date to date, date for the payment date. You can select the same for December and 31 of December, and display payee address, payable payment time. Are you going to PBR only, manual only? I keep it all, submit. It will give me there is no any payment in this period. So that's it. خلاص, that's it. Running until the status be succeeded or warning or failure or rejected or whatever. Here also click on document. There is no any payment because I showed you before that there is no any payment in this period. Now I can go to what? I can try to close the period. Why try? Because maybe there are some exceptions I forget to resolve. I didn't resolve it or whatever. Just go to payable invoices, manage accounting periods. whatever ledger you have access, it will give you all of the access here. I will select the proper ledger or business unit. Here our December 2023 sorry, this is not my proper. I just need to select FA. This is FA. December in FA in payable still open, as you see here. So I will try to close the period. Your process has been submitted. Okay, you can either still make a refresh here or just go to refresh and check the process here. Check here. Close period, accounting period succeeded. Is there any output or attachment? There is a log. Updating GL period status to closed or permitted closed. Current time is blah blah blah. Being a closed period program. Just come again here to make a refresh. It be changed to closed. Again, you can open or you can whatever open, close, blah blah blah. Now it's closed successfully. Means there is no any exception. There is nothing, because only we have 5 or 6 invoices without any payment, without any exceptions. So you can again to open, or you can go to GL to make a close also. The next steps, you can make a prepare reconciliation between payable and GL. Just come here. First of all, you have to prepare payable to GL. For example, here there are here payable to ledger reconciliation. This is a reconciliation between subledger and ledger, but before that you have to prepare the data for the specific business unit for the specific period. So I can come here, just from tools, schedule new process, prepare. You will find prepare payable to general ledger reconciliation, prepare intercompany reconciliation reporting, prepare receivables. In my case, I am going to prepare payable. Just okay. What is the request name? I will put FA to GL reconciliation. This 2023 reconciliation is wrong. What is the ledger? My ledger. Again, if your ledger is not listed here, you have to give your access to data access set from security and setup and maintenance. Manage data access set for users. Select your user, your rule. The rule type or the access type will be data access set. Select your ledger. After that, you have to select or run LDAP. FA. What is the business unit? If you have a lot of business unit under this, you can select. If not, khalas. What is the accounting period? I will select the same, 23 December. This period, okay. Submit. Include intercompany, yes or no. Include bills, payables, yes or no. You can here filter by account, blah blah blah. I will just keep name, ledger, period. Submit. Okay. Make a refresh until the status be succeeded or whatever is reject, warning, error. There is one error. Let me check, maybe because the period is closed. User hasn't selected any accounting during that exception, or there is no financial category setup for payable. Please provide segment value or performance setup and re-extracting program. It is very good. Error. I love errors because there is no straightforward in Oracle. So here what? Here there is an error in reconciliation data because what? User not selected any account during data extraction. Also, there is no financial category setup for payable. Please provide segment value or performance setup and rerun the extraction program. Before that, you have to ensure that you have selected account or check also there is a financial category setup for payables. Financial category in the accounting, during define the value set values, there is one financial category you have to set up before provide segment value here. So again, I will submit new process. I select the same. I can put my account, request name FA to GL reconciliation, these 23. What is the ledger? FA. What is the accounting period? 23 December. I can put account, add field account. What is the account here? I will put two, which is this one. This is liability of suppliers. Okay, so let me submit again, else I will go to check the financial category of payable. Again, errors, it will give us the same, but in this time that user hasn't any during, and also there is no financial category. So let me also set up this one to be with you how to set up financial category for payable. I just added the one slide here, also will be reference for you. Points to note when setting up Oracle Fusion Payables to General Ledger Reconciliation. Reconciling by business unit or ledger. If you implicitly map primary balance segment values to your business units, you can reconcile based on business unit. This allows employees from different business units to balance their respective accounting activity. But if you didn't implicitly map primary balancing segment to your values to business unit, you must reconcile based on ledger. In this case, you will need access to all business units associated with ledger to perform what through reconciliation. Assigning financial category. Before starting to prepare or make a reconciliation between payable and GL or receivable and GL, you have to assign a financial category of account payables to all your liability account. Liability natural account values means what? Means tax authority liability account, intercompany, bills payables, all of these accounts payables, you have to assign a financial category as account payables as well. This is required setup steps for what? For payable to GL reconciliation, for receivable and GL reconciliation. But in payable, the account payable category will be as a financial category. In the receivable, there is receivables or account receivables financial category. If the financial category of account payable is not assigned to any natural account in your chart of accounts, so the payable to GL reconciliation report will not select any data like what I did before. Once you assign the category, you can leave the account parameter blank, run the extract and include all accounts that have financial category of account payable in ledger. You can alternatively enter a specific natural, because there are a lot of account bills, intercompany, tax authority liability account, all of these you will assign the account payable category. So during the run, as I showed you before, that you can select a filter by specific account, or you can keep it blank. Keep it blank means it will select or run extract all accounts that have what? Financial category of account payable. So let's navigate to the, so I will navigate to Oracle, go to setup and maintenance. Also setup and maintenance need specific, for example, payable implementer, payable IT administrator, and implementation user, implementation project manager. All of these roles must be assigned to your users. Here I can manage value set, chart of account value set values, chart here, select here, and you can select module as a GL. You can search, you can go to account. This is my value set of account segment. Manage values. I can select specific, for example, 2.1 as liability, to go to down here. This is 1211101 as in Arabic, but it's English, like suppliers. Go to right. There is financial category. As you see here, financial category is null. I can select what? Account payable. Whatever is applicable for this account, for example, is for receivables, you have to select account receivable, and so on. Again, you can select, for example, the tax, intercompany, bills payables, all of these you have to select financial category as account payable. I just click this one, go to up, save and close, save and close. Again, you can go to monitor process, again prepare payable to GL. What is the report name? FA to GL. Reconcile December 23. What is the ledger? FA. What is the accounting period? It will be appearing here. Here you can specific one or keep it blank. If you add one, it will be give you only one. If no, خلاص, it will just, I will select whatever I assign the financial category. Or if you select or assigned a lot of account to the same financial category, keep this as a blank. Submit. Check the output, is it resolved or not. Just refresh. Running. It's already up. I think it's now succeeded because there are a lot of sub processes as you see here. I think there is one error or what. Succeeded. Go to down. Error. Succeeded. Still running. Okay. Go to down. 11:30. There is one error. What is error here? The invoice needs reapproval. Status has activity not posted. Hold associated. Release the hold and reapprove the invoice. In case of payable variance, review the following transactions. Check if the invoice validation. If not, validate the invoice. Check if the invoice is overpaid or underpaid. There is no any validation here. There is no any pending, so I will go to payables again, invoices, and check payable to GL reconciliation. It will take some time to appear here. Just here. This is FA, this is my name. If I open here, FA to GL Rec as a reconciliation December's. As you see here, invoices 17, in difference, payable amount, accounting amount. In the maybe because I closed the payable. But here whatever is payable amount, let me try again to apply. No data to display. If I click here the differences to check what is this differences, it will tell you the status. No data to display. Refresh. Okay, let me open the period and try again to FA December. Open. Okay, just refresh. Now it's open. Again done. Again go to home page, invoices, check, else you can run it again. Wait it will appear here. Again, there is no, if I select here, there is no data. Okay, let me go to check the errors. For example, this error in the reconciliation data reference to unusualized collections. I think this is normal because all of these succeeded. So let me try again to prepare. But here, if I selected accounting, I think it's not working very well. But again, if I run prepare payable to reconciliation, let me check. FA to GL December 2023. I will keep account is blank to select all, just December. Okay, submit. Okay, make refresh. It's 11, this one, 1131. Succeeded. The same error, and this 31, wait. Also prepare, end with error. What is the error? Gonna check. Standard, in case of payable variance, review the following transactions. Invoices need approval. Invoice validated, if not validate. Overpaid, because we checked there is no any hold, there is no approval. Or status and as active, not postable hold associated with it, if needs the approval. We checked all of this, there is nothing is hold. So let me again check it here, payable to GL reconciliation, and it will show you two process. I will select this, apply. I think the same, whatever is accounted is payable amount. We can check this later why the payable is not showing here. Maybe it's bug or it's need specific setup, because this is first time to run payable to ledger reconciliation summary. And also whatever is accounting here and showing is a difference, because the amount payable here is not. But anyway, we already closed the period. We following the status, the processes, the reports, everything. Financial category, this payable amount, no problem. I can search and let you know what's the status. Also for your information, I just log into my Oracle support to select doesn't work for differences. Whatever I facing it, there is one note here. The issue is go to navigator, schedule payable, run prepare, then invoices payable, select ledger, whatever he mentioned I already following. Identify the amount displays in the difference amount, click the amount to drill down and see the details. What is the business impact? The issue that due to these issues, user cannot identify the amount causing the differences in easy manner, and AB to GL reconciliation is difficult. So what Oracle support? Standard behavior for the rounding differences. Rounding differences are not handled in EBGL reconciliations. and report drill down. Please refer to trial balance report in case if you want to consider rounding the references as well. Either rounding differences or whatever the differences, I think this is the same note which I facing now, that the differences columns is not display any data for me to closing the period. Here Oracle said trial balance as a normal or as a manual reconciliations to run it and check it the differences, either rounding or whatever the differences is there. In trial balance you can select the specific account and you can make your reconciliations. But anyway, we closed the period without any issues. We follow the steps, and this is the way you have to follow. First you have to close or resolve any exceptions, either hold, either never validate, either needs revalidations, either unreconciled payment, either future bills payables. Also for the sweep transactions, just come here and schedule a new process. You can make sweep here, payable and accounted transaction and sweep report. This is for what? For the sweep transactions. It will give you specific parameters here. What is the business unit? What is the report context? You have to select the business unit. From accounting to date, which period? Sweep now or no? Sweep to period, to which period? So in my case, if I have any unaccounted transaction, unaccounted payable invoices, you can make a sweep for them. From accounting period, here I will put December, 1st of December, 31 of December. Here the period is optional, either December 23. Sweep now or no? Yes or no? Yes. Which period? You have to select the other period. So the system automatically will change accounting date of the distribution of these invoices, or accounting date from this period as a December to this period as January 2024. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your comment in descriptions. Also, if you want me to close another big period, I can close, but as I told you, you have to follow the same process. It's different from organization to another organizations. That's all. I hope now to got whatever you got it. Also, I am available if you have any doubts, if you have any questions. You can just message me, you can send to me email, you can write it in the descriptions. Thanks for watching.